Do you see this body, as we've been going through this again and again to the same point, when it was born it was so small, now it became this much. Definitely you didn't need any external stretching help to get it to this size, isn't it? That which is the source of creation, what you refer to as the creator, seem to be functioning from within you, isn't it so? Yes? The creator is functioning, that means the manufacturer of this body and this existence seems to be functioning from within you. If the manufacturer is inside, if you allow him to function, fixing small flaws in the body, you think it'll be a problem? So, Shambhavi Maha Mudra is just creating a passage so that your innermost core functions. If you allow it to function, the nature of this, in yoga we refer to your innermost core as the bliss body. People have always talked for ages that if you come in contact with God, you will become blissful, Brahmanand. They've been talking about this. See, it's different ways of presenting it. Your innermost core is referred to as bliss body. Now, all we are trying to do is the physical body, the mental body, the pranic body and the etheric body, we are aligning it in such a way so that the innermost core within you, the bliss body, finds expression. The Shambavi is not creating ecstasy. The Shambavi is just aligning these four so that this one, the source of creation, finds expression. If the source of creation within you, the creator, finds expression, fixing your heart, liver or kidney, you think it's a big problem? Manufacturer, when he comes out and begins to function, everything is fixed. You will see miraculously, health will become okay. I can show you thousands and thousands of people who come out of their ailments just like that, like a miracle. Is it a miracle? Anything that you don't understand, you will call it a miracle, isn't it? Suppose you don't know what is electricity, and I tell you, you just watch this, I'm going to press that wall and this hall will be flooded with light. Would you believe me? You won't believe me. You'll say, no, such things are not possible. Now if I press it and suddenly there's light everywhere, now you think either I'm son of God, messenger of God or God himself, depending upon which culture you come from. Isn't it? Anything that you don't understand is a miracle in your understanding. Either there is no miracle in life, everything happens between cause and effect, or everything is a miracle. Isn't this life a miracle? You and me sitting here on this round planet which is going at a tremendous speed, is it not a miracle? Yes. We sitting here and talking all this nonsense? Is it not a miracle? So if you look at it, if you have eyes to see, everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle. These are two ways to approach life, these are two forms of yoga. One is to see everything as sacred. Another is to see everything as utter nonsense. But now your problem is, what you like is sacred, what you don't like is nonsense. That's a problem, that's a trap. Everything is sacred, this is a beautiful way to live. Everything is nonsense, that is also a very beautiful way to live. What these people are sacred, these people are nonsense, this will destroy you. If we want to live well, both externally and internally, how well we live here simply depends on how well we manage our surroundings and how well we manage ourselves. Fundamentally, life is management. If you don't know how to maintain your body, your mind, your emotion, your situations, your life in general, your home, your communities, nations and the world, The quality of our life is just how well we manage things with ourselves. But generally we are thinking of management, we are applying ourselves to management only in terms of business management or industry management, or generally we are talking management only with economic situations, not life as a whole. Anywhere you go today, people are talking stress management. Especially a few years ago when I first went to United States, wherever I go, people were talking stress management. I could not understand why anybody wants to manage his stress. I can understand you want to manage your business, your finance, your family, your property, whatever, but why would you want to manage stress? It took me a while to understand these people have come to the conclusion that there is no other way to live. Somehow people have come to the conclusion that if you do things in the world, you're bound to be stressful. One is not stressful because of what they're doing. One is stressful because he's a bad manager of himself. He doesn't know how to manage his own systems. That is why he's stressful. It is not the nature of the job which makes one stressful. You ask a chaparasi, he is also stressful. You ask the top executive, he is also stressful. Everybody believes their job is stressful. No job is stressful. If you have no control over your own systems, you will be stressful. Whether you do something or you don't do anything, isn't it so? See, management means… fundamentally, management means we want to decide the course of our destiny. That's management, isn't it? We don't want to live here by accident. We want to take our lives where we want to go. That's management, isn't it so? If you're managing by accident, you are not a manager. Without you, things will run better. So once you say, I'm a manager, that means somewhere you have decided that you want to go in a particular way. You want to have a certain kind of situation, both inward and outward. So everybody is a manager in his own capacity, but in different levels and different types. Whether you manage a kitchen where you cook for 4 people, or you manage a large industry where 10,000 people work, fundamentally, if you want to have a good kitchen or a good industry, you must be a good manager of that situation, isn't it? So whether you're managing a little kitchen or a large industry, if you want to manage outside situations, generally you will have to manage material and people around you. If you have to manage 10 people or 10,000 people around you, you have to manage 10 minds or 10,000 minds around you. But if you have no management over your own mind, you managing 10,000 minds is going to be a disaster. In the process of doing something, if we are destroying human beings, which is happening right now, in the process of managing a situation, the man is broken, then this kind of management is no good, because after all, every management that we do is only for human well-being. If we are doing management for human well-being, in the process of doing something, in the process of managing situations, it is not only about producing something or making profit. Human beings should rise to their full potential. If we manage a situation properly, in simple process of working, you and the people who are working with you should be able to raise to their full potential. When I say rising to full potential, not just work potential, but as human beings, they must be able to rise to their full potential. If people work together, then people should be able to rise to the peak of their love, peace, compassion within themselves. If this doesn't happen, then it's bad management, because all management, the basic intent is human well-being. If that is not happening, you're just producing something, you're making little profit, but human beings are getting broken in the process, it doesn't mean anything. So if this kind of management has to happen, that just in managing a business, you find people around you raise to their peak, then you have to spend a certain amount of time in focusing on your inner management. If this doesn't happen, you will only manage situations by accident. A lot of people have understood management as a way of throwing their weight around. Can I tell you a joke? Are you okay? On a certain day, a lion was really feeling great within himself. He just was walking and a little rabbit was going, he caught him and roared at him, "Who is the king of the jungle?" The little rabbit, terrified, said, You, of course you." He let him go, swaggered around a little bit. Then he found a fox, caught him, "Who is the king of the jungle?" "Oh my lord, it's you, of course, nobody else but you." Then he swaggered around a little bit, caught a few more animals, everybody screamed out of fear, "You are the king of the jungle." Then he was in full swagger, like a manager, king of the jungle. Walked into a clearing in the jungle, there was a huge tusker standing. He went, stood in front of him and asked, "Who is the king of the jungle?" The tusker took his trunk, rolled him up, picked him up, twirled him around, smashed him to the ground. His back broke. Then the lion said, "You could have just told me." But the tusker said, "You see, I had to make my point." So, a lot of people generally are thinking management means just throwing their weight around. Throwing your weight around is not management, any fool can do that. Now, as there is a science, as there is a management science for external well-being, there is a management for science for inner well-being. It is just that most of the time we have not approached it scientifically, we're just believing by doing something somehow everything will be okay. Right now, people are thinking by educating themselves they will live happily ever after, which you will discover after some time it's not so. By getting a job, they think they're going to be happy ever after, which you will discover it is not so. By making money, you think you're going to be happy ever after, you will discover it is not so. Somebody thinks by getting married they're going to be ever after, and they know it is not so. So, you're trying to somehow fool yourself into believing that by doing something everything will be okay. Though repeatedly it has let you down, still you believe that something else, some other miracle will make everything okay. It'll not be okay. I would like you to understand there is a whole science of inner management. If you don't learn that, you may manage businesses, you may manage industry, but still you will not live a life of fulfillment and well-being.